if you're an indie filmmaker, you have to understand that I have been working on my craft at the same time I've been building my audience. I've been doing both. I've been making sketches since I started. I have been learning about camera and cinematography and editing, and I've been learning all the disciplines to do this. I did not approach this from an amateur standpoint. At the same time, it's like, I'm not amateur in terms of my audience. I'm not amateur in terms of my skill. I have a long way to go in terms of movie making, but there has to be a recognition there. Is like, as a filmmaker, you cannot expect that if you have not made a movie yet, or several, which I have, even if people don't think it, like YouTube original things that I did, those are longer than movies. In Space with Markiplier was a much more complicated and involved shoot than Iron Lung was. It had more people, more cast, more locations, bigger budget. It had everything going for it to make it larger than Iron Lung was, and in a lot of ways harder. And so we have to recognize there that like there is still a road for people to travel, and they are not at the pinnacle of the mountain yet for their skill. And so one of the greatest things that you can do is recognize that YouTube is a beautiful place to put your projects that are building those skills, because there is an audience there. Even if you have no subscribers, if you got a good short film, people are going to find it. People are going to talk about it. Other YouTubers are going to be like, and they're going to want to make a video about it because content. They're going to be like, I found this great hidden gem of this short film from a director I've never heard of that you all are going to like. Here's my review of it. They're going to link the video. People are going to find it. And then you have to realize that there's a difference between 38 million and a few thousand, yes, but a few thousand can fill a theater multiple times over. If you have 1,000 views on your movie, if those people are really interested in this concept and there is a movie theater near them, if you get 10,000 views, that's a lot of people. The metrics of success, even in Hollywood, are distorted because a $1 billion movie can seem like the standard. That's a bullshit goal. No one's going to get there. It's not for the individual filmmaker at all. But if you can level the playing field with the technology that's available, not even AI, but I'm talking like with DaVinci and the editing software and the more accessible cinema cameras and the more accessible cinema lenses, you have this opportunity to make really high quality stuff. But unless you have the skill to do it and the practice and the constant drive and desire to do it, you're never going to get anywhere. I'm 14 years into my career. It took me 14 years to go from 0 to 38 million. And it's like, if I had to look at other filmmaker and be like, if I told you it was going to take 14 years to get your movie in theater and have it be a success, would you take that deal? Would you work 14 years to get there? And I think a lot would. I think a lot would be like, that might be not a bad thing to do. I think that there's a world of opportunity for other filmmakers to do things. Yeah.